طب يعني انا
So
ابسنت
here,
الحصه دي ولا مش
just
فاهم؟
pay attention, Ali. Pay attention, okay? And try to answer the following question, okay? So here, like this, guys, okay, that's the possible, okay, more ratios for this two equations. Then we'll pass here question number 3. How is a mole ratio used in stoichiometry? So the mole ratio, how we could use it in stoichiometry, guys? Who can answer this question? Yes, Knuz? Knuz?
Yes,
Yeah, answer question number 3, please.
sorry كنت فاكرة إني فاتحة المايك.
Okay, so
A mole ratio is used in stoichiometry as a convenient amount is
I
in
can't hear you
moles.
at 2. I can't hear you, Salah. It's used in stoichiometry to what? Knuz, could you make your sound clear, please?
Yes.
Okay, so
A mole ratio is used in stoichiometry as a convenient amount in moles of any two substances involved is used to convert one substance into term of AI.
what does it mean? Okay, what does it mean? Okay, what mean by AI at the end? Do you know what that means? Okay, so just you copy the answer like that. Okay, who's followed? You raised your hand before Knuz, so could you tell me your answer, please?
Number 3 also.
Yeah.
Stoichiometry is used as a conversion factor that relates the amounts in moles of any two substances involved in a chemical reaction. It's used to convert one substance
Yep.
in terms of another substance.
Yeah, okay. So it is used to convert the amount of a substance in moles to the amount of the other substance in moles. Okay, thanks. Then here, okay, let's pass to the last question. What step must be performed before any stoichiometry problem is solved? Why? What is the first step? What that mean any stoichiometry problem must start by, and why? So, can Lian? Lian? Yahya? Yahya?
لازم balance the equation.
Balanced chemical equation, good. So, why? Or explain why?
Mr.
Why? Explain. He asks you, okay, to perform before any stoichiometry balanced chemical equation. Explain.
بس نعمل balance عشان قبل ما نعمل equation.
Why we should balance it? Okay. Anyone know? Explain. So it's balanced chemical equation. We must start by balanced chemical equation. Why must be balanced? Yes, Haya? Yes, Haya?
Find out the unknown information يعني.
No, guys, understand me. Here we are in stoichiometry. We just find the mole, or we find the mass relation between reactants and products. So why the chemical equation must be balanced, or why must start by balanced chemical equation? to represent what? Hassan Gouda, could you answer this question?
Yes.
Hmm.
It won't be a chemical. Chemical reaction won't happen.
No, what happened? What?
Hmm.
Guys, look with me carefully here. Okay, for example, if we just wrote a chemical equation like, let's see, a simple chemical equation. We're gonna write simple chemical equation. For example, H2 is gonna react with Cl2 that yields HCl. So is it that's a chemical reaction will happen? Hydrogen will react with chlorine, producing hydrogen chloride. But this chemical equation, okay, does it accurate chemical equation? Can I use it to work in a stoichiometry or to calculate or making calculation of stoichiometry? What do you think, guys? Yes, Yassine.
I know.
So what I'm asking, can we, this is accurate equation?
Oh,
No.
Mr.
No. So what
Low
we should,
matter cannot be created or destroyed. حاجة كده.
yeah, somehow like this. Wait a minute, Hassan. Yes, Yassine.
Ratio.
So actually here we cannot find an accurate molar ratio because regarding to this equation, which is not balanced, 1 mole of hydrogen will produce 1 mole of hydrogen chloride. Actually, that's not, because 1 mole of hydrogen should produce 2 moles of hydrogen chloride. So we must balance. So the balanced chemical equation is used to represent, okay, representing the okay, accurate mole ratio, or to represent the mole ratio between reactants and product. You got it, guys? Is it clear, guys? So we must start by a balanced chemical equation to represent the accurate mole ratio, because that will not satisfy, if it's not balanced, it will not satisfy the law of conservation of mass. We said that law of conservation of mass, atoms neither be created or destroyed. So without these two, we start by 2 hydrogen atom, but just end by 1, and that cannot happen because where is the extra or the other hydrogen atom? Must be still found. So we must balance the chemical equation to satisfy the law of conservation of mass and to represent the accurate mole ratio. Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
Okay. So here then, like that, okay, let's start to pass to the next. You know what to put them here? Just a minute. Okay, let's try to answer the following question. If you know the answer, just raise your hand. Okay, so choose. He asks you, stoichiometry is a branch of chemistry that deals with the elements in compounds and which reactants and products in chemical reaction, focusing on. So, guys, can you see the screen? You can see the worksheet, yes?
Yes, I'm
Okay, so could you answer the first question, guys? Please raise your hand if you know the answer. Yasmin Sa'a, question number 1. A, bonding. So in stoichiometry, in the section which we explained, we keep talking about bonding, the types of bonding, energy transfer. What kind of energy that we talked about in that section, guys?
One second. هي ال effects of balance of energy والelements
No,
on organisms.
No elements in organisms. What that mean? Of course, see mass relationship. We said that stoichiometry represent the mass. Okay, how many atoms, okay, of reactants are going to produce how many atoms of products, and so on. So we just answered in the section review. Okay, we said that it's represent the quantitative relation of the mass of products to reactants, or to represent the ratio between products to reactants. So they are relation regarding to their masses. Okay, so as we keep explaining in the video, we keep converting moles into, or find the mole ratio to be able to convert mole into masses or into grams. Question number 2. Reaction stoichiometry is based on chemical equation and, yes, Hassan?
A.
Law of conservation of mass. I think it's clear now, Hassan. Yes.
Hmm?
It's clear. You understand why we should use a balanced chemical equation.
Yes.
So question 3, the number of significant figure in an answer to the stoichiometry problem is determined by only by. Okay, guys, who can answer this question?
Yeah, mister.
You can answer? Yes, Abdurrahman, what you can say?
مش متأكد بس تقريبا ايه.
The A, okay, so the number of significant figures in an answer to stoichiometry problem is demanded only by that number of significant figures in the mole ratio. That means, yes, how many mole ratio could we use in that, okay, equation, okay? Then question number 4, the chemical equation B4O10 plus 6H2O yields to 4H3BO4 can be interpreted, okay, accurately as how we could read, or how we could just represent the relation between this reactants and product, okay? Yes, Tadros? C, okay, so 1 gram of P4O10 or tetraphosphorus penta.
Sorry, بس قصدي دي both A and B.
Deduce just 4 grams of H. So both A and B. So 1 mole and 6 moles of the, okay, of H2O forms 4 molecules of. So A and B. Do you think this?
Yes.
No, actually not. Just answer is B. Okay. Good idea. Why? Because in A you said 1 mole. Okay, or sorry, that's 1 molecule. Okay, and A and B both are true. Sorry, I said it. I read it more. You are right, Todos. Here, guys, that's important. Okay, let's look at this trick. First of all, here he said molecule. So as we said, that's 1 molecule of these could bond with 6 molecules of water to produce 4 molecules of sulfuric or phosphoric acid. So as all are molecules, so we consider this true. But if just 1 is mole, so all of them must be measured in mole also. So we can just say 1 mole and 1 is molecule. So A and B both are correct, as here we said that 1 molecule, 6 molecules, 4 molecules, so it's okay. Or we can say 1 mole, 6 moles, or 4 moles, so also it's okay. Okay, but I can say molecule and mole in the same statement, because actually molecule represent a single chemical formula, while the molecule here represents the Avogadro's number, or that represents 6.22 multiplied 10 power of 23 molecule. So I can't use them in the same statement. Okay. So then question 5, how many mole ratio can be obtained from the following chemical equation? Okay. So let's get another one. Who can say, guys, how many mole ratio can be obtained from the following chemical equation? So, yes, Tadros, you're the only one raising your hands.
هي مرفوعة المرة اللي فاتت بس ماشي أجرب.
Okay, just try it. Okay, tell me. Just try to do it, guys. How many more ratio? More ratio, that mean representing the reactants to the products. Okay, reactants to reactants and so on.
تقريبا 12.
They are how many?
12.
No. So 12, you consider that you are gonna make this for the 3 and their reversion. So yes, so they are 6.
Yes.
And this for the 3 and their reversion, they are 6, yes? So the
Yeah.
overall 12, yes, it's okay, but you forget to make the ratio between the reactants together and products together.
Oh, yes.
So that will be also here 2 and here 2. So overall, they're gonna be
16.
16. Good idea? Okay.
Yes. Oh.
So let's pass to question number 6. And stoichiometry molar mass is used to. The molar mass is used to. Yes.
هتبقى C.
So it's gonna be C. Convert the amount of moles of one substance to amount of mole in another substance. Molar mass, not the molar ratio.
دي يا مستر.
So D, relate the amount of substance to amount of the substance to amount. Yes. Okay. So it's D. Good. Hey, Haya, good trial, but here he didn't say molar ratio. The other question was molar ratio. The molar ratio is used to relate the amount of moles of substance to another substance. But here talk about molar mass. So that means we're gonna convert moles into grams. Okay? Clear, Haya?
Yes, yes.
Question number 7. Molar mass can be used to relate.
D.
The answer, okay. So D, okay, good. Then question 8. In the chemical reaction described by the equation, as you can see here, the mole ratio of iron, okay, 3 oxide, that one, okay, to the iron is, okay, yes, Yahya?
1 to 2.
1 to 2, of course. Good. Then here he said that what is the unit for the following representation? What the measuring unit that will going to be for this representation? Okay. You can tell me. That means after making this kind of calculation, what the result I'm gonna have. So we'll measure B, or this equation just is used to determine the number of. It's just kind of math, guys. No one. So I'm gonna ask you, the molar mass is measured in what the measuring unit of molar mass?
C يا مستر.
The answer is C, correct. Yes, of course, because molar mass, it's a mass, so it's measured in grams. And also mass is in grams, okay? So they are going to cancel each other, so we're going to just have mole, okay? So this kind of conversion to change a certain mass into the number of moles of that substance. Last question, in the chemical equation, as we can see here, if you know the number of moles of A, okay, that react, you can determine. That means if I could know the number of moles here, so what I could determine, okay, okay, guys. So if we could know the number of moles of A,
ايه يا مستر؟
so the reactants, the number of moles of each reactant and product, okay, so or the number
Reactant
of
and product.
molecules in of B, okay, or you the total number of moles in C and D, or the total number of moles of A and B only. So what do you figure? What do you think? So what do you think, guys?
A.
The question is A, the number of moles
مش
of
ايه يا
each
مستر؟
reactant.
ايه يعني؟
Yes, you can know the others. Okay, so letter A, good. Okay, so why? Why A? Why can't know the others? Anyone can understand this question? Or should I explain? Let's explain, guys. So imagine that W is gonna be for like example 5. So I have 5 moles of A. So once I have 5 moles of A, I could figure out how much the amount of the other moles, because I could find the mole ratio. So in that case, I could say that, okay, the mole ratio of that means 5A is gonna be divided by X, okay, B. Unlike that, also I could say that 5a is gonna reduce yc. So in that equation, I could get one or so in that here I could find, or that's I say 5a over xp is gonna yield to 5a over yc. So by cross multiplication, I could find the amount of x and y, or by somehow mathematical equations, I could find this amount. So that means, once you know the amount of atoms, or the amount of moles, of one of the reactants, you could figure out the other because of the mole ratio. Okay, is it clear, guys? Clear, guys?
clear يا مستر.
Okay.
تمام.
So here, everyone, please, study your lessons very well, and see you next time, inshallah. Thank you and goodbye.